Good morning, peoples. Back at you with Misty and MSTR MicroStrategy. So, what happened on the last day of July? Well, we were up a little bit. We were up 0.21 in MSTR from 1604 to 1614. And we did about four times better in MSTY and Ms. Misty. We were up to 2948.86. All right. So there were shares bought. We increased the share count by 225,000 shares. So that net is about 6.3, almost 6.4 additional cash. They did not add any positions with that cash, which they're probably waiting for the Friday. Now, let's take a look at the weekly. And I had recommended they do something, and of course they didn't do it. And I'll go into that in more detail here when I get to holding. So they're well below, and they're set up to capture. They've captured 93.62% of their weeklies, expiring on 8/2. However, that, in my opinion, is not good enough, right? You wrote it, you're going to collect it all, but you're just treading water. There's very little to collect. When I show you the numbers, I think they should have bought it back, and they should have written another short term to collect another million or two, and not just finish and get 500,000 or something. So maximize it. Misty could use the additional money um, in that scenario, or worst case, go ahead and ride all the way out till next week and just go out of the money further. So I don't know. Just sitting around and waiting. Yeah, you're in less and less danger. So let me go show you in holding. So I said they should buy back the 1775 call and write like a 1700 for maybe $23. So yesterday these were like 88, right? This was $10. So it's going in the right way. And if they would have bought it during the day yesterday, they could have bought it back at 6. Okay. Well, 6 allows them to capture 93%. And I think if you wrote it, even at like 17, you could have gotten $17 here for this quantity at like a 1700. And here they are at 1614. So that's a lot more than just continuing to get 1.5. You're getting 3 times 6, right? You're getting like 4 million, 4.5 million instead of 1.5. Yeah, you got a little more risk. You've lowered that threshold. So, but now I will say this: if they don't take it off on the first, that's just absolutely crazy. Do not go to Friday because you don't know what's going to happen. Let's play that scenario for you. Okay. Let's say they hang around 1614, maybe 1630 a little bit, and they could have bought this back for 450, right? Something like that. And it's 96 or 97%, 95%. And you don't take that, even though they're far away from 1775, anything can happen in a given day. So what you're doing is you're just hanging on for small bits of money, right? And when you could, now I would say with a day to go, it's not a good position. So if they take it off tomorrow, just sit on the cash and wait till Friday, and then you have a better determination, or even wait till Monday and write the following weeks, because it's very true over the weekend can change the direction with BTC. And again, no matter what anybody says, MicroStrategy, yeah, they have some software, but it's a pittance of the income right now. I mean, it's so small income on their software. They will get bigger and better there. Their wealth is in all of their treasuries being in BTC. There's no question about that. That's why it's so highly correlative to BTC. Eventually, they'll get their act because remember, I don't know if you guys know, they had some competitive products in the business intelligence space against Microsoft. And if you've ever listened to Michael Saylor, he talked in depth about that. um, he said, listen, we were up against the behemoth, the Mag 7 company. These guys could have crushed us like an ant. And we were struggling to get any margins. And it was like, what are we going to do with this company? It's 4 years ago. All they got to do is just drop their price huge amount and put us out of business. We're struggling with margins, we're struggling with sales because we had a product that competed against a giant. It's like trying to be an online store and competing with Amazon. Well, Amazon figured, okay, we'll just take a big cut of your money, we'll house your product, we'll ship it. So you can't really beat us, join us. Well, that really wasn't an option for MicroStrategy with their SaaS, with their business intelligence software. So Michael and team, his CFO and other people said, let's go for this Bitcoin thing. Let's just recharter our whole company and go out and take what monies we do have in treasuries in the bank and just throw it all in Bitcoin and just take a wild flyer. He said it was that or go out of business. And so they did. They bet on the future. And so the guy just took a huge risk. Now it's not such a huge risk, right? Because he's gone up so much over that 4 years that if he has a drawdown of 40%, and they keep on borrowing, and then they pivoted their business intelligence software into the Bitcoin space, right? And payments and other, and I couldn't even tell you. I haven't, because the revenue's so small, it doesn't behoove me to go spend the time to figure it out. And what they're doing is they're playing in the crypto world saying, where can we create a piece of software in that ecosphere that's missing or that's needed? That Microsoft's not worried about at this moment, or somebody else is not worried. So I figure, as smart as he is in the team, they'll get that right over time and have great revenue. But today, their revenues are very small on their software. So I just thought I would educate you a little. And the play is clear. The reason MicroStrategy is such a desired company is because he's so brilliant and such a spokesperson for the industry and educating so many of us what it really represents with Bitcoin. So anyway, sorry about going into that rant, but hopefully it's helpful. So, hey, I get it. They didn't take it off on Wednesday. I'm not that upset. If you don't take it off on Thursday, it's just plain silly. It's reckless, okay? As slim as the chances are that it flies up on Friday, just do it, okay? And get it over with. I hate seeing it hanging out there. All right. So 17 million in the kitty here. Yeah, we could ride it out through Friday and get 1,500,000, but I think they missed an opportunity to get 4 million, frankly, because I don't think Bitcoin is going anywhere. But just setting and getting the little, related to NAV erosion, and this is theta, right? It's the time premium just erodes because there's no value. It's a 1775. They're saying 619. Well, that goes to a penny or two on Friday. All right, so 17 million on that. Let's jump over to payouts. And the reason I bring that up so strongly this month is we're struggling. We got 17 million in paper value. So if we move up a little bit, we can make that 18, 19 million. We have a lot of room. I mean, we can go from 1614 to 1775 or 1774 and increase the heck out of this. That's the only way we get bigger money here. It wouldn't hurt our weekly. It would sure make those guys nervous on Friday, though. They'd probably panic and do it early and buy it back at $3 when it's 1750, and instead of waiting then at the end to see what it is. But I don't know. At times they frustrate me. All right. So here's our situation. We got a loss of 40 cents collectively. Okay. We're losing on a short call, and that includes winning all of that money, right? That includes winning this 24 million that we've already collected. So let's hope they do the right thing. And I think, I mean, this 17 is worth $1.13 based on the share count. So we're going to get a payout. Again, are we going to get our first cycle? Those of you that remember that, a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. Well, look at the payouts. There's our home run, a four bagger. There's our double. There's our triple. We got another double. Do we get a single? Do we get a one something? Well, that's favorable because this is only worth 113, right? And if you look at that and you take away 40, that's only 73 cents. So, frankly, we need something to happen in BTC. Would love to see it move up to 1700, but you can't always hope for a prayer there, because BTC in turns makes MicroStrategy. Now, MicroStrategy a week from today is when their split takes place. So next week should be a good week. And these guys maybe would be better to wait till Monday. If they end up taking that weekly off on Friday, don't even write the weekly on Friday. I just write over the weekend, and you got more cash. Write it all on Monday, because the weekend is going to tell you. My sense is Bitcoin may move, MicroStrategy may move. It'll be very interesting what happens here, peoples. Okay, that's all I got. I'm not going to belabor it. There's so many people in Misty, and it's been a great, fabulous, love MicroStrategy. Want this to be a $2 payout. Maybe they'll do it. But honestly, if we end up with results like this and they do it, it's return of capital because they haven't earned it. Okay, guys, again, that's my rant. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great day ahead. Bye for now.